2012, I was introduced to glyphs by my friend and mentor, Randy Brisson. It was actually our very first day that we met. We had talked on the phone at some length previous and developed trust because Randy's very protective of his people and his woods and of the knowledge he has. But we developed a trust, and he agreed to take me out, and on the very first day we hit the forest path. He pointed to something directly below my feet and said, "Do you see that?" And as I looked down, I could see a really interesting assortment of peeled sticks that stood out stark in contrast to the dark forest floor. And it was very, very obvious to me that they were arranged with intelligent design and definitely were not random. Well, ever since that day, I've had an extremely strong interest in glyphs, and I've studied them, and actually I was quite obsessed with them for quite a few years and seldom ever took my face off the forest floor as I walked it. I could have had Sasquatch shadowing me, fully materialized maybe right beside me in those days, and I may not have seen him because I was so focused on the glyphs. I found out over the years that glyphs are a written communication and language of the Sasquatch people. But if you have a connection with them and they are designed for you and they are teaching you through glyphs, then the meaning will be personal to you. And there is a telepathic nature to it, and there can also be an energy signature attached to the glyph. For instance, a very good example is the Y stick, which is one of the most common glyphs. Up until a few months ago, believe it or not, I didn't really know what it meant. I wasn't focused. I mean, I had seen so many of them, but I just wasn't really focused on it. But then one day I remembered that Randy Brisson had said that it was man and Sasquatch, all one and all connected. So the two prongs of the Y stick are the man and the Sasquatch. Often there'll be a longer one, which would represent the Sasquatch. Some, size can be it can be size appropriate too. And the long shaft is the all one and all connected, or the man and the Sasquatch connected. And it was amazing because the very next day I started going out and was getting messages with the Y stick that were right in line with my understanding. And right in line with my understanding and combined with other symbols and glyphs that I already knew. So I was getting messages with the Y stick as man, Sasquatch connected. And they were woven into other glyphs that I knew so that I could read them. And, like one, for instance, was Susan and I have a specific glyph of connection. And so they started putting the Y stick and our glyph together, and basically what it meant was man and Sasquatch are connected, and we are connected to you, and you two are connected to each other. And it's a beautiful thing how the telepathic nature of it and how you basically come to the understanding with them about what they mean. And once you have that, that's how it's going to be moving forward. So if they're working with you through glyphs, you may already know this, or if you don't, it might be something to consider. But I don't question it at all. I know that that's the way it is. I do not believe there is any set meaning for them. Hello again, everybody. I just wanted to revisit this glyph and the track here. You can see where they pushed up. It was pushed up. Very special glyph, like I said.
If the sun refused to shine, I would still be loving you. When mountains crumble to the sea, there will still be you and me. Kind of woman, I give you my all. Kind of woman, nothing more. Little drops of rain, whisper of the pain, tears of love lost in the days gone by. My love is strong, here there is no wrong. Together we shall go until we die. My inspiration's what you are to me. Inspiration, love to see. And so today my world, it smiles. Your hand in mine, we walk the miles. Thanks to you, it will be done. For you to me are the only one. All right, yeah. Happiness, no more be sad. Happiness, I'm glad. If the sun refused to shine, I would still be loving you. Mountains crumble to the sea, there will still be you and me.
When the Sasquatch people work with you through glyphs specifically, it's very much like an education in the sense that they start off very, very simple. With me, it was like X's, H's, Y's, very, very simple ones. But then as you go on, you evolve from like kindergarten to grade 1 to grade 2, etc., which it is very much like. They add subtle and not so subtle nuances to the glyphs. And then once they introduce them, you continue to see that glyph or that nuance or that change or addition that they've made moving forward. It really, really, really is like school, and it's amazing. Very, very thorough teachers. Very thorough. It's really quite a wonderful adventure. Yeah, this is really cool. See that forms an A down there. Of course the X and whatever, but you know, I find so many of them. What I'm finding really interesting is, look at this little stump here. There's about 6 to 8 pieces that are just placed in here. All these little pieces are just stuck in there loose. It's adorable. And there's another structure over there. Got good energy coming in here today. Could feel the gang pretty good. It's a beautiful Sunday morning. A little overcast, not cold. Really, really quiet and peaceful. Well, got up this morning. Beautiful day, really cold out last night. It was cold. Luckily, the fire stayed going all night. Played a lot of drum. Now, I wanted to talk to you about something. It was kind of quiet last night. There was one time I heard some noise, actually in the bush, and then I got that instant, real strong energy that they were there, and that was early on in the day, and that kind of made me feel, okay, they're watching out for me. That was great. I really, really liked that feeling. Actually, it was kind of funny, because my hearing is not that good, but there was a young fella here with this dog, and you don't, very rare. You don't see many people back here, but a young guy. Happens on occasion. And we were talking, I asked him, have you ever seen anything strange in here? And whatever. And he said, well, some guy told him, you seen a Sasquatch or something. We started talking a little bit about it. And, I was getting the energy really, really strong. And, I'm not going to lie, because my hearing is not that great. But this guy said as we were talking, he heard something like bipedal. That's not how he said it. Well, he didn't say bipedal, but he said walking around on 2 legs, crashing around in the bush as we were talking. It's not unusual that one person will hear something and somebody else doesn't, so that was kind of interesting too. But anyway, I was saying it was kind of uneventful, I thought, but they always do something, and or seem to. And I've talked about the X and the A and how glyphs are personal to us, or how they will, it's telepathic how they customize them according to what we think. Now, I'm camping out here for the first time. I've been here before, but this is the first time I've actually camped here. And, it's the fire. Here's my little one-room accommodation for the night. Now, XA to me means friendship welcome. I'm not going to tell you what it means for you. I don't know what it means for you. I can't presume that. But this is what they left for me this morning. Sometime in the middle of the night. Just a beautiful friendship welcome sign. Oh, and and it's tucked right under. And it's just so obvious. This one is just so obvious. Just beautiful. Thank you very much, guys. I feel it. I feel it. I really feel it. I really feel it. Thank you so much. Well, I was going to head out early this morning, but look where I am. I'm going to stick around for a couple hours. Anyway.